Hey, man. The Candice and Kris show. Let's go. Come on, come on. Hey, man. The Candice and Kris show.
Walton World, welcome to Live with Candice and Kris.
Happy hump day. Welcome to the show.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Middle of the week, crawling our way through. Oh, wait, I found out this morning on the way to work that today is National Vietnam Veterans Day. Vietnam War Veterans Day. So all the vets from Vietnam, Dad, congratulations, happy Vietnam War Veterans Day. I found that on the way to work. I was like, interesting.
Okay.
Didn't know, yeah, so.
Well, happy day to all the veterans out there. Thank you for fighting for us.
Yeah.
Take better care of y'all and give you homes and jobs.
Say that again. How you feeling? No, catch me up. How's
I
your night?
feel good.
You look well rested.
Good.
And
I am.
Good night's sleep, a little R&R.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good day.
Good night, good day. We'll take it. We'll take it.
How you doing?
Tired. Homework last night, still battling the sinuses.
You sound better.
I'm getting around. I've been steaming.
You
It
sound
works.
better. You sound way better than you did before.
The steaming with the little Vicks helps.
It does.
Yeah. So, it is what it is.
Look, you can't get away from it, especially in Florida. Like, you go outside, like I said before, all the cars are green. It's just a wave of pollen on everything. Like, you can write your name on it.
You can't escape it.
Tired of washing the car. I'm
Yeah.
gonna wash all the black off of it.
Yeah, it's just a thin film every day. I just gave up on it. Yeah.
Especially where I live. It's nothing but trees.
Uh-huh.
So even if I wash it today, by the time I wake up tomorrow morning, it's going to
back
be
on deck,
covered.
yeah.
I almost give up.
Allergy sufferers, we just got to suffer for the next few months, y'all. It is what it is. Just rack up on Claritins and Zyrtex.
I can't wait to get to the beach, though. I want the weather to get warmer. I got to get to the ocean.
Yeah.
I feel like a fish out of water.
You're an ocean girl. You're a beach girl. You like
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I got to. That's my place.
Well, the weather's right around
place.
the corner, so we're going to have some beach time soon, I think.
Some beach time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'll take it. So, you ready for Fact of the Day?
I am definitely ready for Fact of
Aw,
the Day.
shucks. Now, we know that birds fly. Flee.
Where you going with this? I'm scared.
Flee.
Birds fly.
But only one bird can fly backwards, and that is the hummingbird.
Huh.
They're the only one that can fly backwards. So modern-day hummingbirds are the only bird, like I said, the only species that can fly backwards. Scientists believe that it's due to their unique wing structure and flying style. Other birds simply don't have the same agility and control over their flight like the hummingbirds do.
And now that I think about it, they're the only ones whose wings move that fast. Like, it moves so fast you can't even see them.
It's like a flutter.
Yeah, like a...
It's funny, because have you ever seen something like fly by you in the opposite direction, and you're like, what is that?
So it's probably a
It
hummingbird.
could have been a hummingbird.
Yo, but if they sneak up on you, you don't realize what it is, it will scare you, because you'll
You
think it's a
don't.
huge bug. You're like, what is it? It's a hummingbird.
And they kind of just flutter around you.
Yeah.
Flutter around you.
They're an interesting little species of birds. It's interesting when you see them.
Yeah, fly backwards.
Fly.
Learn something new every day.
Teach you one fact at a time, y'all.
One fact at a time. But we got to get into the breakdown. We got to talk about all the things that's going around the world. And this one, we're going all the way to South Africa.
Yeesh.
Because it seems a serial rapist, Thabo Bester, who was sentenced to 75 years in prison, was pronounced dead a while back because a fire was set in his cell. Well, officials are now claiming that it's not him after the body of, what was left of the person exhumed. So he actually faked his own death to get away. Now, he is considered the Facebook serial killer, the Facebook rapist, rather, which he lured women and raped them, robbed them, and he's on the loose. I hope we have a picture. There he is. Yeah. Make sure, South Africa.
You see this man?
If you see this man, make sure you tell authorities it's Thabo Bester.
Yeah, and this is big news because his case sparked outrage amongst like women's rights groups in Africa. Apparently, South Africa has the highest rate of sexual violence in the world, so this is big news. And it's weird because the Department of Corrections has been denying that he's been dead, and now that it's come out that they were in fact wrong, so I don't know if this was an inside job, if it was conspiracy, we don't know.
But, I mean, he's been missing for so long. So He could be anywhere. Well, we know he probably doesn't have a passport, so hopefully he's not in the U.S. But he can literally be anywhere, and he's known as a Facebook rapist.
Yeah.
75 years behind bars and a life sentence.
Yeah.
So he's a wanted man. So circulate it with your people, with the people that you love, and make sure you let someone know.
Yeah.
But we got to move on. Of all things to go wrong, a chocolate factory in Reading, Pennsylvania has blown to pieces. First, it was confirmed that 4 were dead, 2 were missing, but now it's confirmed all 7 are dead. Supposedly, as of Sunday, they think they found everyone that's missing in the rubble. Now, this chocolate factory also did Easter, Christmas, Halloween, and different novelty gifts. They employed 850 people, and it's a shame because now not only are there people that lost their lives, there's people that have lost their jobs. In the rubble, it's hard to find anything else.
Yeah, in addition to, employing people in the community, this was a staple in the community. Apparently, this factory had been there since like 1940, so a lot of people were fond of this factory. But the crazy thing is the explosion was so powerful that the building next to it shifted 4 feet from its foundation, and the other 3 surrounding buildings have been completely condemned. So this was a powerful blast, as you guys can see it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the 7 people lost their lives, but thankfully no more than that were hurt or killed. But this is it's just one of those wrong place at the wrong time freak accidents. We don't know the cause of it yet, so.
I think when you have Reading, Pennsylvania, where the factory is a really populated area, so the building was there years ago.
Yeah.
So as time goes on, they build homes close to it. They build businesses close to it. So that's why it was so catastrophic and not only affected the building, but everything around it. Usually factories, they're out in rural areas. They're by themselves. But because it's almost a landmark.
Yeah.
It's been there so long, so the damage is a lot greater.
And somewhat of a tourist attraction. People love this factory.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's really just unfortunate. My heart goes out to the victims.
And all that chocolate. I'm not making light
I
of
know,
it. It's sad all around. But 850 families are now without a job in Reading, Pennsylvania, in spite of everything else going on right now in our country. They definitely didn't need to face this.
Yeah. Prayers go out, you guys. Our condolences.
We love you. We'll still eat chocolate. But on that note, we got to take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to the show. You're just in time for What's Trending. So superstar actor and the star of the recent #1 hit Creed was involved in a domestic dispute over the weekend. We're talking about the one and only Jonathan Majors. You've seen him everywhere. Now, the alleged dispute took place on Friday night in a ride-sharing app with his girlfriend, allegedly over something that she saw on his phone, maybe a text or something. A dispute ensued. She goes to the police station the next morning. There has been confirmation that she did have scratches and bruises on her neck. Now, Jonathan Majors' attorneys and teams have denied all these allegations, and now she has recanted her statement. So it couldn't have come at a worse time for my friend Jonathan Majors. I hate to see that. We don't know if it's true or not. This is all alleged. But I hate that this came at the time like this when he has a #1 movie in the box office right now.
Sorry for you.
Sorry for you.
So he actually is Emmy nominated for Lovecraft Country and Creed 3. In spite of everything with the allegations, there are more things coming out. So according to stage director Tim Nicoli, he's alleging that they're even surprised that anything is coming out now. Folks at Yale, where he attended, call him a sociopath in the community. He's known to be angry and really, really abusive. And not only that, his problems are really mounting more because Army leaders have now decided to pull the commercials that they have been paying big bucks to try to get new recruits to come in. They scrapped it completely. Some already aired, and they ran ahead and changed that out. So this is happening pretty quickly. Sometimes that little match that sparks that fire is starting to grow, and we're starting to learn a lot more about him.
And so
unfortunately,
and like his girlfriend, she did have the marks, but she recanted her statement. So, and I have heard that a lot of women who are in abusive relationships do tend to take back their statement, but in the state of New York, charges still have to be filed. So he's supposed to make a court appearance on May 3rd, 2023. So we'll see how all of this plays out. But if his girlfriend is lying, which I'm not going to say that she is, it could be another example of like we just saw this with Johnny Depp. He got canceled, and then it came out that Amber Heard was setting him up. So I don't know if this is a similar situation with Jonathan Majors. We don't know yet. It's still early, but I just hate that the success of the movie is.
But I just want to say.
What do you want to say?
In Creed, he played that part too well. I'm gonna just put it out there.
He played crazy too good.
I'm gonna put it out there. Y'all, please take a look at this picture.
Candice.
Please look at the picture. I'm not judging the man.
Candice.
But
You
you have. So here's the thing. Rumors happen, right? We don't want to spread rumors.
Right.
We don't know the facts. However, numerous directors have come out and said he's been abusive on set. He's been physically abusive as well.
Yeah.
So it's sad to see this unfolding, and a black man on top of that. So we can't judge quickly,
right?
But it's not looking good. Aside from just the allegations,
yeah.
Other things are coming out.
But see, I wonder, is it one of those situations to where now that this is broken down, now everybody else wants to say, oh, he did this. Like, where were all this wasn't really talked about?
But sometimes,
you know what I mean?
Sometimes you don't want to be the first. A lot of people have that I don't want to be the first syndrome.
Right.
But when it's a couple of people, they're like, okay, now I feel comfortable. I won't.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, when they're talking about alleged abuse or anything, they feel really judged.
Right.
Extremely judged, especially as women. That's why a lot of women don't report rape. They don't report abuse. They don't say anything because they know that their word against a major star right now, they're going to be kind of pushed under the rug. So I hope that's not the case, but it's not looking too well.
And then if I'm not mistaken, I don't think his girlfriend was a black woman, so I hope
Well, according to that, y'all, a word on the street at Yale University, he didn't even associate with the black people there,
So could it be a setup? The way that this movie just took off, though, was the biggest movie in the world.
The movie doesn't have anything to do with his
Well, not the
Cocoa
movie,
Puffs.
but the success, his fame has quickly skyrocketed. I mean, he was big before this.
He was in a taxi cab. Ain't nobody let him hit that girl. Ain't nobody told him to do that. Ain't nobody told you. What you do in the dark comes to light. If that's the case. Now, see, that's what's going to make this whole thing take a pivotal turn. We haven't heard from the witness yet. We have not heard what the driver witnessed. And apparently there was a video camera in, the ride-sharing apps. They have cameras in the car most of the time. So there is footage of whatever took place. Not only is there footage, let me tell you again, word on the street.
Word on the street.
She actually has now a restraining order. So guess what? If it wasn't as bad as it was, a judge would not grant a restraining order.
We know it sparked off because of something she found in his phone, too. So
sounds pretty familiar.
Riri,
Chris Brown.
I
need to stop looking at these phones.
Don't look for something, you might find something.
If you don't want to know the truth, don't look for it.
Nonetheless, Jonathan Majors, we can't confirm or deny any of these allegations. We can't.
He's an excellent actor. It's a shame.
Congrats to Michael B. Jordan on the #1 movie. We'll see where this goes as the story unfolds. And on that note, we got to take a short break, guys. We'll be right back.
Welcome, guys, to another good show, Cooking with Can episode, where I'll be cooking quick meals, easy meals for the whole family to love and enjoy together. So joining me today is none other than Chanel Tirado, known as Supreme Makeup, and she's going to come on and help me get this together today. Welcome, Chanel.
Thank you for having me.
You're excited? Okay, so today we're making curry shrimp. Easy dish, it goes fast, and everyone will love it. But if you have seafood allergies, say you can't, don't bother do it.
Stay away.
Because we don't have Benadryl
Shellfish.
to send you.
No.
Don't bother with it. So first thing, I poured my oil in the pot, okay? And then I put curry in the pot also. You want to make sure you actually burn your curry first. A lot of people cook curry shrimp and they just put the curry in and that's it. Them just dash it in. You can't do that. You have to burn the curry. So in front of me also we have the shrimp, red peppers, onions, and we're gonna jazz it up with some spice as we go. And you're gonna help me. You ready to help me?
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. You gonna let me get a plate?
Yeah, no, you don't eat yet.
Oh, okay. I was gonna...
You don't eat yet, so you're gonna put the onions in, and while you put the onions in, I'm gonna add in my special sauces with it. All right, go ahead.
I love onions.
So have you ever made curry?
have a crazy story.
Tell
I
me.
have made
I
curry
wanna know.
before, and I did it with chicken. And I thought all you used was just curry, and I did just a pot full of curry, water, and chicken, and it was absolutely disgusting because you're supposed to still season it. I didn't know. I was 20 years old, my first apartment. I thought I was doing it. And I was like, I gonna make curry chicken for me and my kids. And it was nasty. So I learned
can't
after
do
then that
that.
you have to season it still and add other ingredients and not just curry and water.
You have to season it well. So what I put in here, so I'm putting the Jamaican seasoning. You can get it at any store. It's a full seasoning, or you can make your own. I like to make my own. You put a little bit of sazon in with it. You see how that's getting brown? That smells good, right? So now take the red peppers. You want to put the red peppers in there. So how do you make it back home? How do you make your curry?
We make our curry the same way. We do it the same way with vegetables and bell peppers and stuff. It's the same thing. I probably would have had my shrimp already seasoned, like marinated, but it's the same concept. And
Well-
spice, every island always adds spice to everything.
Lots
Everything
of
has to be spicy,
spice.
and burning your mouth and burning everything else too.
Lots of spice. So when it gets to this point, what you want to do is you want to put a little bit of water in it, right? Because you want it to bubble a little bit. So you hear the simmer.
It smells good,
It
too.
smells good,
smells
yes.
good.
So you
Smells
put
good.
that in there and you let it simmer down because this has to cook good. You always want to make sure that when you're cooking shrimp goes last.
Yes, it cooks
Because it
fast.
cooks really
Yes.
fast. And you ever go to some restaurants and you say, blouse and skirt, why it's so tough? And you're
Rubber shrimp. You can't
And-
overcook the shrimp, people. Y'all think y'all is Chef Gordon Ramsay and y'all tearing people's mouths up. Don't overcook the shrimp. It only takes 5 minutes to cook. When the shrimp turns white, it's over with. What you wanted to turn another color, it's not gonna change another color. When it's white, it's done.
And when it's done, it's done. So my stove is high, so now it needs to be high so that it can really, so we're gonna turn her up to max because we really want it to cook in there. Smell that flavor.
Amazing. I can eat that just alone.
You know, so when you go to some people's house and you smell the food and you smell like donkey, you're like, what the raw them a cook?
Donkey.
So this, you can actually eat this alone because this
Yes.
is like
Stir fry.
curry.
Yes,
Exactly.
I love that. I can eat that plain just like that.
So you know what? That's actually perfect for anyone that can't eat shellfish.
What do you eat? What are you adding?
Okay, so this is my special Jamaican. Now, I'm not going to put a lot. I'm not going to put a lot because Scotch bonnet pepper is one of the hottest peppers in Jamaica.
Okay,
So I actually make my own and I crush it together. Smell that.
Oh God, I'm scared. Listen,
I'm not going to put a
Jamaican
lot.
people are just if Scotch bonnet is not in their food, they feel like the food is not going to be alive enough.
It's not.
Eat our mouth on fire, Jamaican people. Don't add Scotch bonnet to every single thing you cook because y'all spices are enough. Candice, don't bump my mouth, please.
I can't, you know something, but you're going to love it. I promise. I promise.
It smells
Listen.
good. It smells good. I'm
Yes.
still scared, but it smells good. I'm still gonna eat it.
Okay,
I'm still gonna
so you know what? Scotch bonnet pepper in Jamaica is a little pepper. Once you cut the pepper, it's not so bad. When it gets really, really hot is when you put in the
Seeds is
seed.
correct. They are.
The seed.
The seed is.
Listen.
That's where all the stuff.
That's
is
where
true.
all the pepper is. And back in my house on Sundays, it was always Scotch bonnet pepper inside the rice and peas.
Oh my.
And it would float to the top. If
Yeah.
the pepper doesn't float to the top, then you know you're in trouble. So now put your shrimp in because this is almost finished.
Yeah.
So you want to put it in at the right time.
I want every shrimp. Every
I have,
last shrimp.
I have to do what my co-host does. Boom! Because be like, ta-da! I love Kris. He'd be like, there you go, kid. Okay, now if you look, you see how pink that's getting?
Yes.
You're not overcooking the shrimp. A lot of people overcook their shrimp. Shrimp only, once the shrimp gets really pink, you know it's done. So you just let that, and I want to make sure people understand. I'm gonna pick up one of these guys. Now, a lot of people don't clean their shrimp. May I fall apart? A lot of people don't clean their shrimp, right? They actually, what they do is they just take it out and that's it. You have to devein it. So that's
Yes.
the back and the front of the shrimp.
Absolutely.
Make sure your shrimp is clean. And here we go. You see that?
I'm getting excited.
You're getting it. Look, my clothes is getting excited too.
I want some
My
shrimp.
clothes is excited, but
smells
it's
good.
okay.
It smells really good. The color looks amazing. It looks robust. And
You ready?
You're doing it. You're doing it.
You ready?
You're doing right.
You know, I'm gonna have to get my friend at the end because he's gonna have to. I have to see the faces. You know, he's a eater
He
of
is.
the bunch.
He's a foodie.
He's a foodie.
He's a foodie.
He's a food. He's my tester. Once I get the okay.
He judge.
Yes.
Okay.
He is the judge of Cooking with Can.
Okay.
He has to have the final. See that? Watch that.
It looks good.
And
It looks
it's
good.
not cooking if you're not dancing while you're cooking.
If you ain't rolling your neck,
If you-
it ain't gonna taste good.
Especially in a Jamaican
ain't
home,
gonna taste
it's
good.
more like,
First of all, music gonna be playing, and you're probably gonna be bent
okay,
over at the same time doing a whole lot of stuff you
so
shouldn't be doing.
try it out. Where's my Chris? Christopher?
We're gonna let you get first dibs today.
Hey.
Hi, Chris.
Yo.
It looks
Welcome
beautiful.
to my
amazing.
welcome to my kitchen. Okay, ra ra ra,
Thank you. He needs a fork.
and voila. Toot, 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 toot.
I want an onion.
Okay, let's go. Look at that.
So simple, yet so delicious.
Delicious, yeah.
And that's it. You have a meal. You can serve that over rice. You can serve that over potatoes. You can serve it over vegetables. Mom's dad, you run home, especially for you ladies that can't cook.
There's no excuse. Cook.
Perfect. You can't mess it up.
It's simple.
It's a win-win for me.
Hey, cooking
Two-thirds of
with.
all 5 fingers.
And guess what, guys? We're out of here because we're going to eat the rest of it, but you can meet us back.
Same time, same place.
place.
Be safe till the next time, people.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Ooh, I got to get my plate now.
This is good. You feel like dancing?
Ooh, I
That's
need
how
to
good
get my
it
plate.
tastes good.
It just make you. Gone for the holidays, so I didn't have his little help around the house, so he came back last night.
I'm sure he was excited to get back home.
He was.
Yeah.
And so was the dog.
Oh, Tyson was gone.
Tyson has a whole jail cell. So my husband found this new cage.
Okay.
And it literally looks like a jail cell. I have to take a picture and
You
bring it
need to take
tomorrow.
a picture.
It's so sad.